we're talking about should step parents have the right to discipline your child?
Go ahead.
Well, before I say that, someone you're dating,
Is not considered a step parent.
right? So
Well, I don't consider them a step parent.
so if you're with someone for a while, should they have the right to discipline your child? Or step parents too? Should your significant other have the right to discipline your child? And if yes, when should they have the right to discipline your child? I feel I feel like, well, my opinion is, I feel like if you've been with this person for years and you guys are married and this person basically raised your child with you, then yes. But I feel like if you're dating someone and if this person hasn't helped raise your child, I don't feel like they should have the right to discipline your child. What do you think?
Um, I'm, I don't feel like they should have the right. It depends because my father was technically my stepfather. I looked at him as my father, but he raised me since I was a baby, so I didn't really consider him as my step parent. In situations like that, I feel like, okay, that's your parent. I don't consider those people step parents. That is your parent. When it comes to dating, absolutely not. I wouldn't even give room for that to even have to happen or take place. My child will be disciplined only by me. If there would be no reason for the person I'm dating to discipline my child because my child would never be left alone with that person. So there's no need. But if I was with someone for years on years on years, we're heading towards marriage or we are married, I have the final say. I like no. It's hard. Like, I don't know because I'm not in that situation. I've never been in that situation, so it's hard for me to speak on it. How I feel now, it depends on the situation. But I still feel like if I don't know, that one's hard. It depends on the age of the child, when the person have came into that child's life. There's a lot of other things that come into play. How long we've been together, how long you've been interacting with my kid. If my child, if you came into my child's life and my child is already like older,
like the age he is now and up.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard for me because I'm not in that situation. I haven't been in that situation. I feel like it's me and his father's job to discipline him. So in a situation where there's the other parent is involved, but y'all not together, I feel like is on y'all too. Yes, that other person is a step parent, or if you consider that person a step parent, yeah, they're a step parent, but they're there for me. But I guess they could be a positive role model to my child. But when it comes to disciplining, that's left to me and the other parent, not my significant other. But like I guess it just depends on the situation because for me, it's a no. It's just a no for me.
So for me, I feel like it's a no too, but for different reasons, I guess. I feel like it's a no because if my child is doing something that he needs to be disciplined for, say my child is with you and he needs to be disciplined, bring that to my attention and let me handle that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for you to do that because already I discipline my child different than others. And I don't know how you would discipline my child. You know what I mean? Your discipline and my discipline may not link up. Like, I can't have you. I don't. I don't spank my child, so I can't have you feel like exactly. You
Hell,
know what
that is a hell to the no. I'm sorry, that's not even a question.
Because I can't see myself running to the store and coming back, and you're like, yeah, I had to spank your child. Like, excuse me.
We will be fighting at that point, and you will be getting your stuff, and you will be leaving. We will be fighting.
So yeah, it's a no for me because I just feel as though, and I don't care how long we've been together because from here on, it's a no. My son is 7. From here on, it's a hell no. Because you're just not. You and I will not agree on how to discipline him. And it's not for you to discipline him. You can come to me if my son is, in your eyes, being disrespectful or whatever. Come to me. You don't even have to sit down and have a talk with him. I'll do that. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, for like situations like that, like say if I was with somebody and my son was being disrespectful to that person, I'll sit down and talk to my son about it. But then I'll allow you to sit down and talk to him about it too, because I also want you guys to build a relationship. But
I feel as though I'd have a sit down together.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? For you to have your own conversation with him.
Well,
because I don't know how you would talk to him.
Well, listen, if my son was younger than what he was, then absolutely not. It's a group thing. My son's older now, so he's old enough to come to me and tell me things. Tell me if something that my significant other said made him feel uncomfortable or he did not like. So I'll agree to, okay, say if my child was being disrespectful to my significant other, I will definitely talk to my child. I will allow my boyfriend, husband, whatever, to talk to my child too, and I'll allow them to, have their private talk as well. Like I said, I want them to have a relationship, but that's as far as it goes for me, is talking. You can't do, like, as far as you're saying, oh, well, this is going to happen, or you, like I said, spanking, hitting my child is out of the question. It's never going to happen. If you think it's going to happen, you got another thing coming. But yeah, you can talk. I'm not against talking. I'm not against saying, hey, stop that. Like, if they're doing something dangerous, stop that. If you don't stop, I'm gonna tell your mother.
That's
do
cool.
that. Having talks with my kid, I feel like it's fine. Depending now, if you're stepping out of line, don't sit up here and try to threaten my child. There's no threatening. You can talk and try to understand where my child's coming from. And you try to make my child understand where you're coming from. Have a talk with him. That's fine. But there will be no you cursing him out, you threatening him. You're telling him that this is going to happen. I didn't say that was going to happen. Now I can go to my child and tell my child what the consequences are.
See, that's why I said talking, maybe not, only because females these days don't really, these stepmoms, you can have one of them girls that be ready behind your back, listen, you little fucker, or whatever, you know what I mean? Hell nah.
Yeah, see, that's a no. That's a no-go for me. But my child's old enough to tell me, okay, well, this is how he was talking to me. And if that's the case, then
you gotta
go.
You definitely gotta go.
You can go. And then it also depends on when the person came into our lives, because maybe I have some things already set up. Well, I do have things set up and in place. I discipline my child in a certain way. My son knows how I discipline him. I'm not going to change up how I deal with my son because now I have a significant other.
Right.
You have to come into what I'm doing, you
Right.
know? And vice versa. If I was dating somebody with a kid, I would have to walk into what they're doing. It's not me changing up the rules. Okay, well, this is how I want the discipline to be. Absolutely not.
Right. And I feel like if I was dating someone with a child, same thing. Like I would, I would leave the discipline. I would bond with the kid, yeah, but I would leave discipline completely up to their parent. If the child did something wrong or whatever, automatically I'm telling my significant other, like, listen, you need to handle that, or well, this is what. Not even you need to handle that because that's their place. That's not my place to say that, but it is my place to tell them what's going on. You know what I
Like,
mean?
this is what happened. And at the end of the day, if you can't deal with that person's child or you don't like how that person disciplined, then you do not have to be in their life. You can leave. The
Right.
relationship could be over.
Because
Because at the end of the day, it's a package deal. You dating that person, you're not dating their kid. You're dating that person, their baggage and what they come with. I'm saying this wrong. You're dating that person. you're taking on everything that comes with them.
right.
That's their
Their
lifestyle.
lifestyle, yeah.
Their the way they handle situations, their kids, you taking on all of that. Now that's on you to decide if you can handle this or you can deal with this, or this is something that you want to keep pursuing. If not, if you don't like how things are going, you don't like the kid for some reason, be out.
Yeah, and don't be sticking around like, all right, I'm gonna stay and see if things work, and then a year or two go by, and now you feel like you got some status. Now you want to change stuff. No, if you feel like you don't like it, leave in the beginning. And that's another thing. I am not having people in and out of my baby's life. Like, so if it's not gonna work, be out.
Right.
And that's another reason why you can't discipline my kid. Like,
So even if you guys are married and been married,
if I was okay, first of all, we already talked about this. Y'all know that I ain't getting married, so that ain't gonna happen. But hypothetically, if I was married, I feel as though you still can come to me, because if I trust you enough to marry you, I trust you enough to come to me about my kid. You know what I mean? And I trust you enough to be around my kid without having to discipline them, or like, I feel like you're a good part into our family. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that I would flip out if they talk to my kid. Like, yeah, they can talk to my kid. At that point, yeah, they can talk to my kid. You know what I mean? And like you said, he's older, so if his feelings are hurt or whatever, he can come to me about that. But like spanking my kid or threatening my kid, that's still a no-go, married or not.
so let us know what you think and how you feel. Leave us a comment. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. Make sure you subscribe and push that bell to get post notifications.
And we see you guys next video.
Peace.